Hey you guys, what's going on? It's your girl Queen Motivation. Definitely enjoying this night. Hoping you guys are enjoying yours as well. As you know, I came here to bring the motivation for my queens and my kings. And to anyone who really adores these videos, I appreciate you guys just for taking the time out to watch. But before I get into my message, I need you guys to go ahead and comment down below. Let me know what you think. Like my video, share my video, and if you have not yet subscribed to my channel, you already know what to do. Going straight into the topic, just want to acknowledge the fact that a lot of us have grown. A lot of us are not who we used to be. A lot of us are still making some wonderful transitions and we are doing a wonderful job. And I want to congratulate each and every one of you guys who's taking the time out of your busy day to just acknowledge yourself and appreciate yourself. Much needed. Self-love is something that we definitely have to work on. So the name of this video, this topic is You Knew Me, but You Don't Know Me. So let's go straight into it. How many of you guys still hang out with the same crowd, but it don't fit your spirit anymore? How many of you guys still doing the same thing, but it doesn't give you that same feeling that it once gave you? A lot of us are still communicating with people that we don't even like anymore. And for what reason? Because we're trying to stay connected to versions of ourselves that we really need to let go, or we want to let go, but we're afraid to let go because we're too busy concerned what other people have to say. Here's the thing. Let those people who's in your past be in your past. They're in your past for a reason. If you feel like you need to be connected to your past just to get ahead in life, you're going to knock yourself back 3 to 4 times each and every time, maybe even more. I myself have graduated from so many different things that I used to be attached to in life. I don't have no negativity or nothing negative to say about people who indulge in smoking weed or, doing the things that they do. I'm not knocking it because that was once me. I used to smoke cigarettes many, many years ago. I'm not knocking anybody because, again, that was once me. So many people are connected to the old version of you, they don't even know how to accept the new version of you. And a lot of people like to be connected to your trauma and to your past because most people like when you're broken. Because when you're broken, to them, you have more to offer. Which you do have more to offer, but it's to offer them. When you start finding yourself healing and you start finding yourself becoming more excited with your new identity or finding yourself more upbeat, you start to lose certain people who were connected to you through trauma. And that's because they don't have that connection anymore because they're still broken and they're still struggling, trying to find their peace, trying to find themselves. So the moment you start finding yourself, they want to just have so many different negative things to say. Me, myself, I tell people all the time, yeah, you did know me. You did. At one point of a time in your life, you did. But you don't know me now because the person you knew, I'm no longer that person. It even goes down to guys. There are so many guys who's connected to my past, to the person that I used to be. I'm no longer that person anymore. So now I realize that a lot of guys don't deal with me on so many different levels now because I'm not that person anymore. And it's okay. I'm okay with that. Like, I'm finding myself to be more at peace by setting my own boundaries and by sticking to my boundaries and understanding that I'm not that person anymore. So since I'm not that person anymore, I don't have to feel guilty for not wanting to associate with those people, for not wanting to engage or indulge in the things that I no longer enjoy. I don't feel guilty about saying no. I don't feel guilty about not showing up. I don't feel guilty about turning up. I don't feel guilty about any of those things. And I hope you guys don't feel guilty either. You are not the person that you used to be. You are not the person that everyone knew. Because at that point of your life, for whatever that reason was, you probably was struggling with coming into your true identity. Or maybe at some point in your life, you was enjoying that version of you and it was exciting and it was like so fun and it just made you feel like you were in a good place at that time. But when you decided to let go of that version of yourself, That's when you started to realize who was really in your circle and who wasn't. Now, here's the thing. There's a lot of people who want you to support them in their upcoming, in whatever it is they're doing. They want you to support them. They want you to show up to their show. They want you to be connected into whatever it is they have connected. They want you to help them put things together. They want you to put all of your energy into making them a great person or doing great things. They want you to really just be so focused on them. So when the tables are turned and now it's time for you to call out to them and for them to be there for you, they don't have time. But when their timing was coming, when their timing was happening, they wanted you to be there to make sure their timing was steady. There wasn't too much shaking going on in their timing and their upcoming and their greatness. You know, they just decided that at that point, you were enough for them in that timing. But now that that timing is over, they don't have time for your time. I have come to a place in my life where I'm not making myself available for nobody. I don't care who it is. I don't care if it's a family member, a long lost friend of mine. I don't care who it is. If you don't make the same time for me, then I'm not going to go out my way to make that time for you. I'm just not going to do it. And I don't feel bad. And I don't want you to feel bad. Because at the end of the day, people outgrow people. That's fine. It's okay. If you want to outgrow somebody, outgrow them. Don't feel guilty about outgrowing people. Because I for sure don't. I really don't care who don't like this new version of me, because it's not for them to like. It's for me to love. So if they have a problem with me walking into the person that I'm loving on more, the person that I'm excited about being, the person that really found that peace, the person that really fell so deep in love with herself that all the old stuff can go, it's disconnected. I don't care. If they have a problem with that, then that's a problem with themselves, because it's not my problem. Because at the end of the day, I have to wake up to myself every day, just like you have to wake up to yourself every day. So if they have a problem with you wanting to be more in tune with positive things about yourself, and they want you to stay connected to that old, broken, dirty version of yourself that you didn't even like when you was that person, you don't need those people. There's people that I have been so excited to tell stuff to, and I couldn't wait to run to that phone or go to social media at one point of a time and just share all this wonderful news with them, and their reaction was like, oh, okay, that's just you. And then they go straight into, well, let me tell you about me. Let me tell you what happened to me. Let me tell you about me. And I'm just like, okay, girl, or guy, let me tell you about, oh man, I'm so stressed out and depressed, and so much going on, and I just, now they're in tune, now they're open, now they're engaging in it. They are loving that energy because they like that version of you. Because that version of you is always going to make time for them. Because you know why? Because now y'all can still relate. Because somewhere in their life, they haven't found their peace. They haven't found their growth. They're still struggling. So what ends up happening is they want you to stay in that same level as them. Because if you're one level below them, just one level below them, they think they're so much better. Because in their mind, you got so much going on. But the moment you grow one level above them, it's a problem. Now it's competition. And now you're able to see, like, okay, so these people were never really there for me. They were just using me for their season. Some people were only connected to you through trauma. Some people are so deep into your past, they can't even focus on you coming out of it and doing something different. They want you to stay connected to that person that they can stay connected to because they don't want to grow. They don't want to come out their past. They like pity parties. They like feeling sorry for themselves. They like all that, which that's on them. I'm not knocking them. If that's how they feel, that's cool. But don't let that become you. If you're coming out of that, don't go back into it just to stay on their level. Let their level just expire. I don't care about their level. I have to go up. And I have to grow up. And I have to mature mentally, physically, emotionally, all that. And if they're not ready for that, let them go. Because again, they knew you. Yes, they knew you. At that point, they knew you. Somewhere in that version or that time frame, they knew you. But they don't know you now. So this message is to remind you that don't get stuck being the old you just to stay connected to the people who don't want to get to know you. And if they have a problem with getting to know you, not her, not him, but you, meaning you in your present, then you don't need those people. You don't need them. I hope this message helps somebody. I hope this message touched somebody's heart, because at the end of the day, like I always say, go be great on purpose. You deserve it. You owe it to yourself. You don't owe it to nobody else. You are the better you, and let them be the bitter them. That's the problem they have to deal with, not you. Queen Motivation signing off. Hope you guys enjoy your night. One thing I want to say is that if you're struggling with letting go of the old you, then you need to let go of the people who's connected to the old you. Stay up and stay blessed. Queen Motivation. I'm out.